As of late, I think the last couple times, Fushi has taken that set, but they have been pretty good fights. MadeInHeaven has fought very well into Fushi, better than many others. And of course, as of late, they've been getting a lot of practice in that matchup against Hardly here locally. So not surprised to see MadeInHeaven doing well into that matchup.
All right, Medusa just backdashing full screen.
Here we're going to see polar opposite, where Medusa is going to play very patient, calm, collected, reserved, and stable.
Oh, that whiff shield.
Compared to Fushi, but the whiff shield unfortunately caught by the big shoe.
No, it's
and
very...
Medusa picks up with a nice side swap, spending that Moondrive.
It's very interesting to me how Medusa is just so confident using that Moondrive like right at the beginning of these rounds every single time. Like, Medusa lands one solitary stomp or one solitary fireball and just immediately goes into Moondrive.
Yeah.
It's been working really well so far, allowing him to get a lot of damage off in these early situations. And now MadeInHeaven's in a really tricky spot in the corner here.
Yeah, it's really good, especially if you're able to take full advantage with very strong offense, because you start off the round spending that Moondrive, and you get a big lead on the health bar and the big lead on the resource, and you let that snowball you for the rest of the round until you build that Moondrive back.
What?
What on earth
I'm
was
sorry,
that?
did Saber JA just hit behind her head?
Dog.
Was that like a JB startup or something?
There is no way.
All right, what I was going to say before that happened is that now it's kind of scary. Oh no! You back through Moondrive startup?
That is a really, really nice find from Medusa. MadeInHeaven trying to spend that Moondrive after the reshield in the air as they land to try to get through some of that recovery and avoid punishment with a shield A of Medusa's own. But Medusa doesn't go to try to swing in, doesn't try to use a 2A, doesn't try to do delay shield A. Back throws to not only get the positioning, but also in turn finds the Moondrive from MadeInHeaven, stealing a lot of that Moon back. MadeInHeaven still able to get back a lot of Moon with some very well-routed combos here. Finding 2 touches.
Finds that steep dive kick angle. Those EX fireballs weren't quite able to catch Saber on their way down. This is a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was very, very costly to lose that Moondrive, but MadeInHeaven, look at the stock they've built up in this round.
You got it all back.
Holy method, man.
All your Moon back, almost full meter, and Medusa only has like 1 bar to work with.
Very good of MadeInHeaven to keep that momentum running, not to get phased by losing that Moondrive in that first round.
Yep. That being said, though, it is really scary to try to run offense against Vlov, because if you get safe heated out on, like, that's like his win
He gets his win condition, yeah. MadeInHeaven with a nice shield B and wins out on that scramble as well, routing back to the corner, keeping Medusa pinned down. A couple shield crushes, keeping the Moon low.
Steep dive kick.
Nice dive kick to get over these fireballs, and MadeInHeaven finding a couple shield crutches is preventing Medusa from getting his Moondrive here as well.
Yep. Yeah, one more solid touch.
Oh,
nice
the
delay
shield,
A. What RPS, going for that delay throw to beat out the shield, and then next round going for that tap into delay A to catch MadeInHeaven.
Race nice up back over the linear ID from MadeInHeaven, and we find that fatal cash out into Arctic for a nice 4.7. And now all of a sudden the times have turned once again. Medusa with Moondrive on the board, a life lead, and finds the stomp to bring it back in game 1.
Yep. Great stuff from Medusa. What a turnaround in that final round. As always, though, I would like to shout. I'm trying to think. Because this is a weird matchup for Avalon in particular.
Yeah.
This is always something that we have to think about when Saber's on the screen, right? Is how will she use her 4-bar parry super? And Vlov is an interesting case because normally it is really good into zoners, but Vlov has Stomp, which is very hard to react to.
Yeah. Normally it's like there's travel time, but like Stomp is so fast, and there's the potential of up Fireball to bait it, and then you lose all your meter. So it is definitely not like a just react Lamau.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely can. But
yes, but it's very, very challenging.
Yeah,
and especially here on netplay when there is that outside factor involved, it's very, very, very challenging.
And especially because Medusa's, oh my god, just 4BCs the run up. Medusa's just so good at like timing out those zoning patterns. Just make it so difficult.
Yeah, just
run up throw.
To catch MadeInHeaven trying to dash block a projectile there. And a lead once again for Medusa. The ebbs and flows of this set so far though. Cannot count MadeInHeaven out. A nice run under, but not quite ready for it. Expecting to block out that jump in. But instead sneaks under Medusa. Good block on the shield B, but a little bit too high to get the punish.
Oh my god, the rapid beat
stagger.
Medusa going into the corner.
That is a favorite technique of MadeInHeaven.
Yep. It's really strong. Saber rapid beat tracks so far, and you can also delay stagger after the rapid beat.
EX in response to that 5C spark as well. Very good reaction. Shield on the stomps. Tries to fly over to the other side, but shield B from MadeInHeaven. Taking advantage of that, bring disadvantage though.
Oh, find the overhead.
Medusa trying to delay match, expecting a Rekka no cancel, but instead the delay overhead finds that fatal.
Goes for the throw bait. Medusa does not bite. The low shield with high shield doesn't get punished. The overhead again.
Rekka finds its mark with that overhead. MadeInHeaven back in the game.
Yep.
Should be able to kill with that EXT dive kick. And yes, once again, MadeInHeaven answering back with these rounds.
Yep. Now, though, it's really tricky. You have no meter to work with. You have Moon, but you have to deal with Vlov.
Oh, the shallow hit. Just when it comes out, we saw Crystal just get hit by this just last set.
Only 3.4 to double back dash.
MadeInHeaven falling victim again, but able to get right.
I mean, I guess it's working. I would
Wants
love
to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to get like a tuck and cut out Medusa and be like, is it really worth to go into Moon Drive for one hit of ice into 3.4 mid string?
It gives me a really good idea.
Yeah.
I'll float the idea after we get out of this set.
Sure.
I have a fun idea.
All right.
Shields on the second battle and a great BC, able to convert as well off a tricky angle as well.
Yeah.
Very, very weird distance to that BC hitting, but MadeInHeaven ready to connect. Back into the corner once again, playing this space game.
Okay, another empty
on
ID
the
throw. The overhead gets blocked this time. Goes straight into Moon Drive. Some rebeat pressure from distance.
Nice
Gets top
ID.
ID.
Oh!
That was a wicked. That was a nasty, diabolical 4BC attempt.
Ooh, the IAD back with the JB. Just out pokes Saber 4BC, and Medusa is going to take it in a 2-0 over MadeInHeaven, but not without a pretty significant fight from MadeInHeaven, keeping up all the way through.
That might have been 3BC.
Probably expecting
maybe,
a big, expecting a deep super jump over to retake the mid screen. Yeah, that was my first instinct. It's like, oh, they got their new skill crossed up. Very well done from Medusa.